The Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Three bud.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo, he'll take his shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
21. Here we go.
Check 59. Mike.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. A little juke. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Hey, South. Hey, echo.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. They run, Devontae Freeman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Check 15, check 15. Freestone, travel. Got it. Pop. Check. 25. 51. Alert 3.
Here we go on fourth down with Ryan. Looking downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, yeah.
Garoppolo now. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here we go. Check 53's mine. Hey, come on now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devin Funchess. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On second down now, it's Freeman. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. Now it's Ryan. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. He's got a first down past the 30. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 85 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road. Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive. And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far. And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results. Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we? We have indeed. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, gun.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Check. Walk 51. Down. Get that quarterback.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. At after the sack on first down. Ryan, and that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy, and that'll make it third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check. You don't want it. Hey, check 24. 58. Check 13. Check, hey, Zoo.
Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Tuesday.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
I'm going back to you. Jim. 54, stop.
Now here's Olsen, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Quadri Olsen with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. Saquon Barkley, 78 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check. Hey, Delta.
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Check, 59, 21. Check three. 11.
On third down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Misses yet again. And the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Hey, 59, ready. Hey, Team 6. Check 37. Check 59. Mike is 59.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Like 80. 21. It's our time.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
Here we go.
oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Gould is able to put it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Let's go,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give me some. Wait, 21.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
First down, Falcons.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing. 11.
They go play action now. Ryan, flush to his right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Nick Bosa in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
14.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, what's the ball? Wait.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 120.
Check 45 to Mike. Yo.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do that.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Devin Funchess with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
22.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A quick throw into the hands of Hardy. And And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 19-yard line.
8 yards. And it's third down.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2.
20.
Play action. Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Big stop, let's go.
Space.
Mike 5'9". Squeeze, double. Mike, check.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
White.
Turn up. Kill. Turn.
6'6", bullet high.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
25.
They toss to Freeman. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Check. Get up.
From the gun, Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Ryan. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team instead.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Watch that.
Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Here we go. 180.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
On second down, here's Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Let's go.
Second down, McKinnon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.